Alright, what's up guys? Today I will be launching a, resupply to my station in orbit around Minmus. Now, last time I tried to accomplish this using an Orion capsule that was carrying a new module to the station, but that just wasn't happening. And so, I've decided I'm just gonna launch a unmanned resupply like a normal person would. And so I have basically the same rocket that I used to launch that Orion. The only real difference is that it has those two solid rocket boosters on it just to give it a little bit of an extra kick. Because I tried launching this on the same thing as my dang, I really should probably do more takes instead of just like fumbling around trying to think of stuff to say. Oh, but where was I? Yeah, that's right, I was talking about the rocket. So it's the same rocket that I used to launch the Orion, but I just added some extra boosters to the first stage, and I believe I cut back the number of engines on the second stage to 1. And there isn't really much else to say about the rocket other than that. I mean, other than, I guess I could talk about what the resupply is carrying, which is basically just some supplies for, you know, the crew, and then it's also carrying some fertilizer to restock the greenhouse. And here you can see that first stage is just kind of on the last amount of its fuel, or last bit, whatever. Anyways, I'm just kinda, I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm at such a low throttle, and there I go. And now I can detach that. And there goes the fairings, and I don't know why I'm in the map screen, but I am. And anyways, and I really don't know what to talk about, although, okay, I'm gonna say this right now, I'm starting to realize I'm a pretty, I don't know, dull person in my videos, which is weird, because like in real life, I don't know, I'm not really that interesting per se, but I don't know, I can say some weird stuff that tends to get people's attention, like, I remember one time I told someone to kill themselves to death. Like, I mean, like, you know, basically telling them to die to death, like, you know, that's not how deceasing works, you know? And just random assortments of words that make no sense, but are just, like, considered such a me thing to say. I don't know, maybe this is an opportunity for me to discover a way of acquiring attention without just acting like a complete and utter spaz. I don't know if I spaz-tard. I don't know why, just the word spaz-tard is just sounds funny to me. Oh, by the way, you might notice there's an engine on top of the resupply's docking port. The reason for that is, I'm using this resupply to, fulfill a contract where I have to haul an engine into, like, such a high orbit above Kerbal. And, I'm pretty sure a trip to Minmus ought to be more than enough to suffice, so, I mean, I'm gonna do away with that engine once I get close enough to, or once I get far out enough to not have to be hauling it around anymore. I mean, I'm still thinking about the word spaz-tard. This video is so getting just booted out of the algorithm, if it ever even was in it. But that's okay. I mean, I don't really expect to actually get that popular out of these videos. I mainly just kind of make them for the fun of it. Spaz-tard. But anyways, here you can see I'm doing the same adjustment on my Minmus encounter that I did with getting the capsule rendezvous to the station, where I just kind of try to get my descending or ascending node, whichever I can, lined up with my periapsis. Because I've learned if I can do that, then it's just a simple retrograde burn into getting my rendezvous set up. Which is, I don't know, it is what it is, I guess, and not that there's really anything inherently wrong, or that could be wrong with that, and, great, you may have heard this earlier in the background, but I have this styrofoam cup with ice in it that I filled with Dr. Pepper. And I thought I still had a little bit in there, but no, it's empty. Probably shouldn't even be drinking anything while doing a voiceover anyways. I'm gonna throw this cup at my wall. Yeet! Aw, man. You can't see it, but that was a terrible throw. Hold on, I'm gonna get up and try that again. Let's see. Yeet! Yeah, there's no way my mic didn't pick up on that. Even if it is like a kind of a crappy little Xbox headset. Because I swear, you know, I got this headset of mine because, okay, playing Battlefront 2, a friend invited me to play Ewok Hunt with him. If you don't know what that is, it's the game mode where, you basically either play as stormtroopers or Ewoks, and you're either trying to survive as stormtroopers until a shuttle comes and picks you up, or you're trying to play as the Ewoks and kill all the stormtroopers before they can escape. But anyways, to make a long story short, I didn't have a headset, and so what I ended up having to do was I had to use the Xbox app and like run the party chat, whatever you want to call it, through that, so that way I could, you know, talk to the other people in the game. And it was just, I don't know, apparently it didn't really sound too good when I did that, but I was just kind of working with what I had, so I got just the bare minimum of what I thought I would like as a headset. I actually have like a little bit more money now from mowing lawns. I mean, I have like a little savings account with a considerable amount of money in it, so I might I don't know, withdraw a little bit from that to get a higher quality headset. I don't know. But anyways, I'm just warping to that maneuver now, and I will shortly be, or I guess right now I will be getting my orbit set up, although I don't know why, but sometimes it seems like maneuver nodes have a way of just taking on a mind of their own, especially when time warp gets involved. And I kind of had a bit of a situation where I was going to be de-orbiting instead of getting my not really rendezvous, but my first intersect, whatever, with the station set up. So I ended up having to make a completely new maneuver node, but that's okay. But anyways, now I'm just doing that burn. I'm using physics warp to make it not take as long, and I mean, I didn't really end up making it perfectly, but that's okay, because with Minmus's low, like really low gravity, just a few puffs of the engine and a little bit of using RCS is enough to get me where I want to be. And so, like, speaking of engines though, I feel like using the whole like Apollo service module, like, at full capacity may have been a bit overkill, but it did allow me to refuel the lander that I had docked to the station, so it wasn't a complete waste of fuel, even though I have yet to really do much of anything useful with that lander since its first mission. There you can see I have pretty much killed off my relative speed to the station, and now I'm just getting a rendezvous set up. And just, once again, I just want to say, I really just love Minmus for its low gravity. It's like, it's so easy to do stuff in orbit around it. I mean, heck, I'll probably end up building a base on Minmus once I get more of the USI stuff figured out. Might even turn the Wetlab station into a shipyard if I ever get advanced enough in the tech tree. And there you can see the station is in the, there it is in the distance, and now I just need to figure out what port I want to dock to. Luckily there's one right there that requires little to no effort to actually get docked to. Although one thing I just realized is during the entirety of this mission I didn't lose line of sight with Kerbal, which is somewhat lucky, I would say. So, I mean, in the future I'm thinking it would be smart for me to invest in putting some relay satellites in orbit around Minmus. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how I would go about that, because I know you can't get a synchronous orbit around Minmus, because you can't really get a far out enough orbit to be synchronous with its rotation. But I don't know, I'm thinking what I might do is I'll just have a bunch of like satellites in like 3 different orbits, one higher up than the last, and I'll just kind of eyeball it and try to get kind of a triangular relay whatever set up. If that makes any sense. I don't know, maybe I'll do that in the next episode. But anyways, you can see I'm just doing my approach to the station. Don't know why I kind of freaked out and made a spaz-tard noise, but I did. I'm just docking to the same airlock that the lander is docked to, which I don't know, I'm kind of at an impasse with something. So, like, I'm thinking Bluedog Design Bureau, maybe installing it in my save was a bit of a mistake, because as much as, like, it kind of allows you to get creative with all the parts it grants you, at the same time, I feel like already having, like, pre-existing ideas for rockets and stuff at your disposal kind of ruins the experience. Same thing with redirect and even the shuttle mod I'm using, which I'm trying to remember what, Cormorant, that's it, yeah. So, like, I don't know, I might, like, once I visit all the planets added by Outer Planets, I might just, like, do KW Rocketry and I don't know, keep the actual rockets, the real-life stuff, to a minimum, and just have stuff like station parts expansion, KW Rocketry, and all of the USI stuff, along with, let me think now, what else would I want if I were to do this any differently? Probably procedural parts, I don't know. And I would definitely want all of the near future parts. And, the cryo sleep mod, or whatever it's called. But anyways, I've decided I'm gonna take some of my Kerbals home, but that ends up not ending too well. And rather than just show you what happened, I'm just gonna cut to, or rather than showing you the build-up to all that happening, I'm just gonna cut to what went wrong. Alright, so I'll try to explain this the best I can. So like, these two got homesick apparently because like their hab timers ran out or whatever. And so like I just gave up on them and decided, okay, well I'll at least watch them, you know, burn up in the atmosphere. I mean, the explosions will be fun to watch. But then, like, as they re-entered the atmosphere, I guess since they were back on Kerbin, technically their hab timers, like, reset or whatever. And I wasn't able to detach the capsule and point retrograde in time, and they end up basically just dying anyways, which was a bruh moment of particularly high magnitude, if I do say so myself. But anyways, I think I'll end the video here. Hope it was a somewhat enjoyable experience. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And until next time, I guess I'm out.